Hello, everyone. Welcome to Edge Case Collective. This is MustBeTuesdayMusic, and we're watching Mario Paint do its own little demos while I get ready to go. Today, we're going to do a whole bunch of Mario games. A bunch of us from Edge Case are going to take turns doing a bunch of very different Mario games. So first, I'm going to try to write a song in Mario Paint. And then in 2 hours, Garby is going to play very Super Mario World. And after that, Amethyst Rocks is going to play Grand Poo World 2. After that, Rubash is going to play Super Mario 64 Randomizer. And then at the end of everything, at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're all going to, well, a bunch of us are going to play Mario Kart 8. And we're going to invite audience members to play with us. I'm not actually sure what the maximum number of players is, but hopefully we're going to get a whole bunch of people in on that, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Hello. Hi, Garby. Hi, Seraph. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. So let's get started with Mario Paint here. Okay, so I think what I do is I press Mario, and then okay, so I have to go along the bottom menu here and find the composer. Okay, so we've got a bunch of really interesting limitations in this composer. As you can see right now, there's only 4 spots to put notes in every measure. Let's see. Yeah, we can't put them in between these lines here, so we can only have 4 notes per measure. What I'm going to do is, I think the first thing I'm going to do is watch a demo song. And that way we can get a sense of what we can do. And also, at the same time, I'm going to count how many measures they've got and see if there's any way to get more measures. So I'm going to play this. We're going to watch what it does, and I'm going to count measures. Okay, so that was 8 times 3. So what is that? 24 measures. And it looks like that's the end of the little scroll bar here. And yeah, we can make this end of the song go earlier, but it doesn't look like there's a way to make it go later. So we've got 24 bars total. And what I was thinking was, okay, let's go back to blank slate. If I make it, oh wait, I didn't mean to go back to this screen. Let's go back to the composer. Okay, so I'm going to learn the UI as we go as well. So I'm going to press the undo dog and get back to where we were. Well, there's a clear everything button. Okay, there we go. What I was thinking was if I make it faster and pretend 2 measures is 1 measure, then we can have eighth notes rather than just quarter notes. So we can have, we can put notes more often. I could even go, okay, so that would give us basically a total of 12 bars. I could go even faster and pretend 3 measures is 1 measure, and we could basically ignore every, like the second of every 3 notes, and so we could have a bit of a swing feel, maybe. So, like, let me see if I can demonstrate what I'm thinking here. So it would go like that. And then we'd have only 8 measures in our whole song. So we have to kind of figure out how we want to limit ourselves. Do we want more measures but fewer notes per bar, or fewer measures but more notes per bar? Another limitation that we have is we only get this treble clef here, which gives us 2 octaves basically. A little more than, wait, no, it gives us 1 octave and a bit. it gives us, yeah, from, okay, we can go from B up to C, D, E, F, G. So we get an octave and a half. And yeah, there's no bass clef or anything. And all the instruments have to go on the same staff here. So we can't have two instruments playing the same note at the same time. And also, we have no sharps and flats. So it's either going to be in C major, or we could maybe do A minor, except that we don't have a bottom A down here. Our lowest note is B, which means that whatever our bass instrument is, if we want to do our root note A in our bass instrument, it'll have to be way up here. So the instruments are not really in the same pitch range. Some of them sound like different octaves, which is good, and that's very helpful. Once we pick our bass instrument, it might be that it's fine for it to do a root note up here. It might still sound bassy. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with. I think I am gonna try doing extra fast, squishing 3 measures to a measure, so we get basically 12 beats per measure. I think it'll be fun to try and do a swing rhythm in this. So yeah, let's see what our instrument sounds are, because some of them are weird. Let's see. So what is that? So that's a bass drum. That's a Yoshi noise. That's a bell. A trumpet. Beep. Dog. Cat. Pig. That's like a orchestra hit, I guess. That's like a baby noise. Guitar. That'll be useful. That's something percussion-y. What is it? That's a different beep. And that's a bass guitar. Nice. Okay, so our percussion noises were bass drum and that. Don't know what to call that. You have no honk emotes on Twitch, and that's sad. And that's a swan, not a goose, unfortunately, and it does not sound like a honk. So, okay, let's try making a rhythm first. And does this sound different at different pitches? It does. Ooh. Huh. Okay, cool. And we've got an erase button. That's good. Don't invalidate your headcanon that it's clearly a goose. Okay, let's go. Hang on. Yeah, I want to try and be in A minor. So with our bass instruments, I'm going to try. Well, we can always move them later, but I'm going to try and avoid notes that are probably going to be useful in the key of A minor for now. So we're going to make this fast. And okay, what was our other? Oh, okay, up there, that sounds like a hi-hat. Down there, it sounds like something else. Not sure what. Okay, I'm just for now, I'm gonna go on what I want to be our main quarter notes, because it's not gonna look like quarter notes because I'm squishing 3 measures into one measure. 1, 2, 3. Did I do that? Oh, I did a slightly different note there. What if I combine them? Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going with, okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's go back to the beginning. Okay, good. Now we sort of know where our beats are. So now we can make this a little more interesting. Is it really all our percussion sounds? I guess we could use like that as a percussion sound. If we wanted to. This little pig noise. I don't know if I want to do that. I feel that they had room for, how many noises is this? 16 noises. And they could have maybe given us, well, I guess it is for kids. They gave us a bunch of silly noises and a bunch of musical noises. I kind of wanted a few more musical noises. We could go, should we go like this? Okay. It's not really a march. Well, hi Ivysaur. Okay, so it kind of sounds like a march. What I was thinking was I wanted it to be like in 4/4 but with a swing feel to it, if that makes sense. So it's like almost like it's almost like it's eighth notes but every second one is swung. Is what I'm kind of going for. I sound like I know what I'm doing. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's I want more percussion sounds, but I don't have more percussion sounds. So, dunk, ch- chunk, chick, dunk, chick, dunk, chick, dunk, chick, dunk. Oh, that didn't really do what I wanted it to, I think. Hang on. Okay, let's go back. I want to delete some of these. Dunk, chick, 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 dunk, chick, chick, dunk, chick, 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 chick. Kapow! And the other problem is, if we have too many percussion noises in one spot, we're not going to be able to have melodic sounds there because we're only allowed 3 sounds per beat. So like if I try and put a sound here and then another one, that's it. We're done. We can only have 3 there. So maybe I want to not go so heavy on the percussion sounds. So let's only have 1 percussion sound at a time. So if we've got a bass drum, we can't have a hi-hat at that point, I guess. Does that make sense? I mean, we could every now and then, for emphasis, have more percussion and less melody. But I think we're gonna have to get rid of the kapow. So that's okay. So that's kind of where we're at with percussion right now. Let's see what it sounds like to have extra right there. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. So let's try and work on a bass line. This is our bass noise. How high and low does it go? Okay, so it still sounds kind of bassy wherever it is, so that's nice. So we can put it wherever. Let's go Mambo number 5. Awesome, that's exactly what I was going for. Mario number 5. Okay, so oh, we've put one of our little boats right where we wanted our bass to be. So let's move that. Oops. It's a little fiddly working with this with a mouse. I mean, I know it was designed to be used with a mouse, NES mouse, but it's still a little bit fiddly. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Dun, dun. Bum. Okay, what okay, so that's kind of a start by Luigi Bega. What chords do you think we want to use in A minor? Maybe we'd also have like E minor or E major. We could have a D something. It would have to be E minor and D minor, considering we have no sharps and flats. Oh, and we can't see our treble clef when we scroll, so I'm just gonna have to kind of do a good job of remembering where the notes are. G, E. Oh, we gotta add more. Okay, we're getting through this real fast. We gotta add more percussion. So, I'm gonna keep going with our boats. Boats and boats and boats. I think it's faster to do this probably and add our bass drums later. Whoops. Actually, that'd be a good thing to do for emphasis sometimes. I'll make decisions about that later. Okay, so this brings us halfway through our song, approximately. It's going to be a real short song. Like I was saying at the beginning, we have a limit of 24 actual bars, and we've sped it up, and we're using it as if it's 3 bars in one, so we can have more notes in a bar. So basically, we're limiting ourselves to 8 bars only, so that we can have not only more notes more often, but also a swing feel. Hopefully it sounds like a swing feel. I don't have a lot of control over timings of things, but this is how we're giving ourselves a little more control over timings of things. Okay, so that's all our boats for the whole song. And now let's go and do more bass drums. Boop. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna focus on the most musical sounding of the instruments. So like the guitar, which is a little plain, I think. And there was kind of like a, what is the Mario head? Is that like a toy piano? I don't know if I'm going to use that, but it's kind of musical. There's some bells. I could maybe use those. There was a trumpet. Yeah, the flower's a trumpet. Could maybe use that. But we can't use too much really because like I said, we can only have 3 sounds at a time. So, oh, and I think I'm going to loop the song so it'll go over and over when it gets to the end. Yeah, 3 sounds at a time, that's all. So, yeah, we've got limited length of our song, very limited length of song. We've got we have no control over the volumes of things. Everything's just full volume all the time, and only 3 sounds at a time. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. If you try to add more at a time, I'll show you. Nothing. It just doesn't do it. Oops. Okay, so we've got bass line for half our song. Oh, no, I didn't mean 3 types of sounds. I meant 3 total sounds on one beat. So we can use as many of these 16 sounds as we want to in our song. Just like not at the same moment. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do this guitar sound. We're gonna try and wait. Hmm. was kind of neat. I'm just basically going to try and emphasize I think, okay, so since we can only have 3 sounds at a time, I'm kind of going to use the bass line as a melody and just sort of try to emphasize the chords using this guitar sound. Is there a name for the pattern of percussion that I'm using? Oh, hi, Sunicorn. How are you? Hi, Amethyst. Um, I'm thinking of it as a swing feel. So it doesn't give us the option of having more than it doesn't really give us the option of having more than 4 notes per bar. Uh, so I've made it faster, and I'm squishing 3 bars into 1 so that we can have 12 notes in a bar instead. Like, I'm just basically ignoring these yellow bar lines and pretending that I've got more, like, that I've got more space in one bar so that I can have more notes more often. And I'm just kind of going, I'm ignoring the second of every 3 beats so that we're emphasizing 1 and 3, 1 and 3, and so dun 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 dun. Dun. So I'm thinking of it as a swing feel basically. Other than that, I don't know the name for the pattern of percussion. I hope that's helpful. Uh, okay, what was I just doing? Okay, so yeah, so I've got the bass line doing kind of a melody. It's kind of being melodic, and I'm gonna try and emphasize the chords with the guitar. Airplane. Okay, so now we've switched to E minor. Hmm. I don't know if that's working like I want it to. I think what I want is for the airplanes to also have their own little melody while doing that emphasizing of the chord. So I kind of like that dun 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 dun. But I want to sort of continue in that vein, I guess, and not just do random notes from the chord. I also think I want to remove some of our little boats that are doing hi-hats, so we have more room for melody stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Hang on. Yeah, let's remove this one. Anytime there's a bass guitar and a bass drum at the same time, I think I'm going to remove the boat so we can have some guitar in that spot. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Except for every now and then if we want to emphasize percussion, we can do that as a one-off kind of thing. Oh, and we haven't really done bass guitar for our second half of our song yet. Yeah. Wait, that's not what I wanted. I think I wanted wait, is it? Let's find out. I don't know how I feel about these airplanes. And maybe it's a little too fast. Let's slow it down a little. I'm not really enjoying the fact that I have no control over the volumes of any of the notes, or even the relative volumes of the instruments, but part of the point of this project is that we've got all these different limitations and we're seeing what we can do with them. So yeah, that's okay. Maybe I'll get rid of this airplane and these ones. Oops. Lyrics. Oh, I've just got them doing exactly the same thing as each other. I didn't really mean to do that. Is that good or bad? Let's see. I don't think I want them to be quite so parallel. So let's move this one. What note is that? That's a D. And I had that on an A. I could put it on the higher D, maybe. I like that better, I think. I want something in between, though. Maybe not there. Maybe here. Maybe here and here. Let's try it. Let's get rid of the second one. Is that too steady? What if, okay, hang on, what if... Da, 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 dum. Da, da, dum. No. It sounds weird. What if here? I'm gonna leave it like that for now. Yeah. Okay, I want to make more adjustments to the percussion, I think. I'm not 100% sure about this. Actually, maybe I want another one right there. Oh yeah, and I can sort of emphasize things by changing the pitch of the boats every now and then. Okay, so how often have I done that there? Let's do that here as well, maybe. I want them in different places. I want to switch those first two, first of all. Nope. Did I just put it back how it was? No, I think it's good. Yeah, no. I want to put this one back. I'm being indecisive. What if I switch these two? I can't decide what I like better. I'm going to try lowering this one. And this one. And I'm going to switch that one. I think I like it going from high to low better. Let's lower this one. And this one. And this one. And let's delete this one. And see what happens. Okay, nice. Okay. So, do we want more changes to our first half of our song here? I think I might want more. It's so cool to see how tiny changes, like changing the emphasis on the hi-hats, really change the feel of the song. Yeah, I agree. It's like things that, like, if you're just listening to a normal song, you probably don't even notice. But if it wasn't there, it wouldn't sound the same. You know? Yeah, it is interesting. It's kind of a weird process. Okay, let's listen to our guitar airplanes and see if we want to add more. I think we could make things fuller toward the end here. We've got room for... Well, it's kind of doing a melody, and we don't want to disrupt the melody, but maybe another instrument. Bells? Does this sound slightly off key to you? These might be the wrong notes. Hmm. Huh. I want to add just a little bit of sparkle at the end of our 4 bars. Hmm. Okay, that was wrong. Da, da, dun. Dun, dun. Okay, I didn't like the placement of this one for sure. Hmm. Da da dun dun dun. Da da dun dun. I'm unsure how I feel about this. These, but specifically the bell stars. Uh, are you restricted to only quarter notes? Yes. If you're ignoring the bar lines and can adjust the tempo, maybe not. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. I've made it real fast, and I'm pretending that every 12 quarter notes is 1 bar, so I can have 12 sounds per bar, and I'm trying to make it sound like a swing feel, so like eighth notes swung, uh, so that it's more interesting than just note, 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 note. Yeah, because I didn't want to be limited to just quarter notes. Also, we're limited to no sharps or flats. So I'm trying to do it in A minor rather than C major, because those are basically our 2 main options. I suppose, okay, it occurs to me now, 45 minutes in, that I could have pushed that 3-4 button, and that might have made the bar lines come at more natural points. I don't know what happens if I push it now. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm using an emulator. I'm just gonna like save my game position in case anything blows up. And let's see what happens if we push 3-4. Okay, so yeah, okay, nice. Okay, so now our bar lines are in more useful places. Uh, and it didn't delete any of our notes or anything. I thought there was the possibility that it might keep the beginnings of our bars the same and like delete the last note of every bar to squish everything down, but it didn't do that. It just moved the bar lines, so that's cool. Don't forget to drink water, everyone. Water is important. Okay, where are we at? Oh yeah, I was making decisions about those little bells. I'm still unsure about them, and I'm still unsure if I want to add more stuff to the end of that section, but I think I'm going to move on to the next section. Basically, we've got a limit of 24 normal bars of 4 notes each, and with it being squished like it is, it's basically 8 bars is what we've got. So we've basically finished 4 bars of percussion, bass line, and some guitar. So, this is amazing. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And save states is something you did not have in Mario Paint. Originally, you could only have one song, and if you wanted to do a new song, you had to delete your old song, and it was kind of heartbreaking. So, let's see, where does I think our next section starts on bar 17 there. So, what do we want our bass line to do in this section? I think we went A minor to E minor. Let's try a D minor, maybe. Or do we want to go A minor, D minor? A minor, E minor, A minor, D minor, and then back again? Would that be a good pattern? Yeah, let's go back to A, I think, for now. Okay, yeah, I think it's good to go back to A minor. What did we do at the beginning? This scroll bar is a little hard to use. Hang on. Bum bum ba bum 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 ba bum. We don't have to do it exactly the same way, but we'll use that as inspiration so it sounds connected. Bum 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 ba-dum. Actually, we could go up this time. Bum ba-dum. Let's do not that. Okay, let's delete those and go like F space E space bum ba-dum. Wait a second. I've gone too fast somewhere. I didn't expect it to be done so soon. Hang on. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay. Okay, nice. I'm okay with that bass line. I might make it more interesting later, but for now, let's fill in some guitar. Oh, right, I'm gonna get rid of some of these little boats too. Anytime there's both a bass drum and a bass guitar, I'm gonna get rid of the boat so we have room for regular guitar. Okay, and then back again. Guitar. So now, okay, we're in A minor again. Bum, bum. Hmm. F. Okay, that's not bad. This is really neat. Can't wait to see or hear what you end up with. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I'm excited to see how it turns out too. So yeah, I've been working on this for 1 hour, and we've got 1 hour to go. And to recap, we were limited to 24 bars of 4 beats. We could only have quarter notes, so I made it faster and made it so I can have 12 beats in a bar, and I'm ignoring the second of every 3 beats so that it sort of sounds like a swing feel. We can't control the volumes of any of the sounds. We can only have 3 sounds at a time, like per bar line here. And what else? And we can't have sharps and flats, and we're trying to be in A minor right now, but we can't go down to a low A. Our lowest note is B. So our bass guitar is centering around the middle A here, and we can't have a bass clef either. Everything has to be on the same staff. We've got about an octave and a half to work with, but some sounds are lower than others. So yeah. You're playing your guitar along with the bass line. That's really cool. That's awesome. Okay, we were writing our little airplane guitar part. Let's see. Nope. Good thing you only know how to play in C and A minor. Oh, wait. So we're going parallel with the bass line again, and I don't think I like that. Yeah, let's change that. Bum, 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 bum. What key are we in again? We're in E minor right now. Oh, I don't like that little bottom. It didn't turn out how I thought it would. What if we put it here, though? Let's put one last chord for the airplanes. No, wait a second. Let's delete this little boat so we can have another note from the airplanes. Like that. That's not bad. Okay, nice. Let's change our hi-hats again, because we haven't done that for the second half yet. I think now before I was basically making the on-beat ones lower. Let's try and do that. Hi, Rubash. Do, 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 do. Dum, 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 dum. I can't remember if we did it with all of the on-beat ones, but that's what I'm going to do for now and see how it sounds. Okay, nice. It's kind of sad that we only get 8 bars of our song here, but I think that it shows promise. Okay, let's I was gonna think more about these little stars in the first half here, because I'm not happy with them. Oh, let's take a water break. Drink your water, everyone. Let's listen specifically to the stars. They're the handbell sound. I think we could make this one a chord, which right now... Well, okay, I feel like the stars might be going a little outside the chord that we're in, because we're in E minor, and they go A, G, A. Do we want to change the notes here? Let's think about that. I don't know, it kind of sounds like it works, note-wise. What would happen if we changed this to a B, though? It sounds weird. Well, that kind of works too, but in a different way. And what if we change this one also? Okay, I like that better, I think. Yeah, it fits better with what the other instruments are doing now, I think. But I still want to add something. Maybe just make it a chord. I don't know. That's kind of a clunky sounding chord. This is not the prettiest bell I've ever heard, I have to say. What if we made it higher? Well, that's a little better. I don't know, was it better without that top note in the bells? Hi, Larry, sorry, I'm not sure how to say your name. Lariria? Hello, it's nice to see you. Not the prettiest bell at the ball. Yeah. Exactly. Let's see. Okay, and then in our second half, do we want more bells or do we want a different sound as contrast? We haven't used these trumpets yet, and that might be a little harsh in comparison, but maybe that's what we want. Let's think about where we can add trumpet flowers. So the other tricky thing is that we can't change the length of the notes either. We can't change the volumes of the notes, and we can't change the length of the notes, which means that we cannot have a pretty trumpet solo with long extended notes contrasting with the short guitar notes. Just has to go blomp, 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 like everything else. Trumpet solo? I In order for it to be a trumpet solo, we'd have to delete all our nice guitar stuff, though. I think, unless you mean something different than I think you mean. Also, on our on beats, which are basically every 3 on these orange bar lines, we've used up all 3 available notes most of the time, because we can't have more than 3 sounds at a time, which is a bit of a problem for adding trumpetiness. Unless the trumpet was only on off beats most of the time. Maybe we could just add it to the very end. No, we've used 3 things most of the time on our on beats here as well. This is tricky, gosh. I mean, I knew there were limitations with this program, but there's a lot of them. So, let's play it again. the spooky vibe. Thank you very much. Yeah, I thought since we don't have sharps and flats. Oh, also hello, Scala Kitty. It's nice to see you. Um, I thought that I because we don't have sharps and flats, and I didn't really want to be in C major, because I thought it would sound a little too cheerful, I guess. I mean, I guess cheerful is fine, but I don't know. I thought I basically had a choice between C major or A minor, and I went with A minor. Also, did I say your name right? Is it Scala or Scala? I'm not sure. Let's see. Where can we put our... I'm going to try it on offbeats and see what happens. Bum, bum, F. What are this? Just those notes? Scala? Oh, okay. That's good to know. Scala, Kitty. Thank you. That's not bad. It's an interesting sound. Let's keep going with this pattern. Oops. Is that where I want those notes to be? Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. I think I was thinking of it as being a note earlier than it actually was. So I'm going to move all of those. Whoops. And then see how it sounds. Okay. It's a little much, and I think some of the notes are wrong. Okay, first of all, let's delete some of those. Bum, 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 bum. Just get rid of the last one for sure. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. bum 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 dum bum 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 bum. Oops. Bum bum bum. Oh, that's not right. Okay, let's go to the end. Bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh, hello, Dragon Metal Princess. Nice to see you. We're let's see. We're an hour and a quarter into our 2-hour session of figuring out how to make a song in Mario Paint. Oh, hi. Do not put me on pizza. Nice to see you. You like the syncopation of the trumpets and how they repeat the same note in twos or threes? It maybe increases the syncopated feel? Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Glad you managed to catch some of this? I'm glad you managed to catch some of it too. I'm happy you're here. Let me see. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the trumpets. There's definitely some feeling of extra polyphony from interleaving things the way I have. Oh, thanks. Had to go out today. It was stressful. Oh no, I'm sorry it was stressful. I hope you feel better soon. Let me just catch people up who have just arrived. Yes, this is in A minor. Okay, so some of the limitations we have are we only have one staff. It goes from B up to, what is that? Let's see, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It goes from B to G. So we've got a little more than an octave and a half, and all the notes have to share. We can only have 3 sounds at one time on one of these bar lines. Like if we try to place more, they don't go. We started off with only 24 measures of 4/4, and I wanted it to, we were only allowed 4 notes per bar. We could only have quarter notes. So instead of doing that, I sped it up, changed it to 3/4, and so we've got 3 notes per 3/4 measure, but like fast. So I'm trying to go for like a swing feel. So like swung eighth notes basically. And we can't change the volumes of our notes. We can't have sharps and flats. And so we could either do C major or A minor, and I went with A minor. Triplets, that's the word. We've got triplets. And we're basically ignoring the second of every 3 notes to make it sound sort of swing-ish. And what else? Oh yeah, and because we started out with only 24 measures, Like, that's as much space as we get. It's a real short song. Reminds you of trying to use a pocket operator? Oh, I think I've seen those. Maybe, if I'm thinking of the right thing. Uh, and with this, we only get one save, basically. If we want to make a second song, we have to delete our first song. Well, that used to be true back in the day, but now I'm using an emulator, so I can use the emulator's saves, which I'm going to do right now, just in case anything terrible happens. Save game position. Ta-da! Okay, now we've saved. Okay, what have we done so far? We've done percussion for the whole thing, and we've done bass for the whole thing. We've done guitar to emphasize our chords for the whole thing. We added a bit of bells in the first half and a bunch of trumpet in the second half. I feel like the trumpet is a little overpowering, but there's not a lot I can do about that because we can't change the volume of it. But I think I want to think now about a little extra things we can do with the percussion. We only really have two percussion sounds, which is the bass drum and the hi-hat. Also, the hi-hat, if we play it lower, sounds totally different. Here it sounds like this, and here it sounds like this. So we could use that sound for something every now and then, possibly. Anyway, let's take a listen and think about what to do with our percussion. Okay, I think I want to add in the second half, just like I've got in the first half. What bar did I want it on again? Bum 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 bum. Was it here that I wanted it? Let's find out. Okay, that was the right bar. Awesome. It sounds like a wooden block. Is that what it is? Cool. Wooden block. Nice. Okay, and then I think I want some sort of a hit at the end. Can we do like a big noise? What sort of big noise do we want? Just like a bunch of those sounds? Let's see. Oh, did I accidentally leave in a boat at the beginning that I didn't mean to? Yeah, I think I did. How did we feel about that hit at the end there? Oh, yes, you definitely hear a cowbell. Let's see. Is that a cowbell? Oh, let's undo dog that. Oh, we only get one layer of undo. Oh dear. Okay, I know this. I think this was a bass guitar. I didn't mean to write over it. Okay, let's see if it sounds right. Oops. We've got another one. I should stop, like, drawing on top of things. Okay, where was that? Right here. That wasn't meant to be a boat. Was it supposed to be something else, or was it supposed to be... Let's delete it, see what happens. Is the beginning right? I feel like I messed something up. You know what I'm gonna do? Wait, it was a heart, yeah. The boat chord sounds like a really nice hit together. Awesome, thank you. Can't believe they backported Undo Dog from Mario Maker. Is that what happened? I'm not sure. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save this in a new slot. Save game position slot 2. And then I'm gonna load slot 1 and look at the beginning and see if it's different. Play. Oh, I did have something there. Did I save after I messed things up? That's the question. Let's go back to save 0 and see what happens. Load 0. Oh, I guess that's just how it was. Okay. Well, let's load game position 2 and see if we can fix things. Oh, now I've got to remember what it was. You remember that boat being there in the beginning too? Oh, now I don't remember what it was. I did a poor job of remembering things. Hang on, let's try it again. Sorry about this. Load game position 1. Play. Boat. Boat. Okay. So there's a boat just before bar 5, and there's a boat on bar 2. Okay. Now let's load slot 2 and put back our boat here and our one just before bar 5. Save 1 is before I was playing around. In 4.3, did I do that one? Yeah. On note A. Thank you. Okay, awesome. Thank you. So hopefully this is good now. Oh, I've put 2 boats there, and I don't think there were supposed to be 2 boats on 4.3. Let's get rid of one. Okay, but now that we've fixed everything, I don't think I like it. I'm gonna move these boats so it matches like everything else in the song. So that was a little bit, well, it wasn't really a waste of time because it gave us a chance to compare, but like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Okay, I want the percussion to do something here, some kind of fill or something. Should we do we don't really have room for a bass drum here. We could do a double bass drum there maybe. And we could do extra hi-hats. What does just that sound like? It wants something else, I think. We could play with our cowbell sound, maybe. of the boat up, I think. And the cowbell was a little innocuous. How did the... I didn't pay attention to the double bass drum. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, and then at the end we've just got that hit there, which I think is good. It's got a little bit of space. Let's do more cowbells over here. Do we want to get rid of that very last lead-in hi-hat? How does it sound without it? Boop. I don't know, what do you think? With or without the last leading hi-hat before the loop? Oh, hello. Hi, Bonkstrats. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my gosh, so many people. Hi, Puffing Arthur. Hi, Ham of Justice. Hi, Ampersam. Hi, Susa Squid. Hi, Anon by Panda. I really appreciate it. Okay, now that we've got a whole bunch more people, I'm gonna explain the limitations of this app again. So we're in Mario Paint, trying to write a song. We've been at this for an hour and a half now. We only get a little more than an octave and a half from B to G, and we can only have 3 notes at one time. We only have 24 4/4 bars, which we're in 3/4 now, so it's more bars than that, which is nice. But you can only now in 3/4 you can only have 3 notes in a bar. You can't have 8th notes or anything like that. So I've made it fast with the hopes of making it sort of a swung 8th note feel. And we can't change the volumes of our notes. We can't have sharps and flats. We can only be in either C major or A minor, and we've gone with A minor. What else is there? I think that's about it. So it's a real short song. So like I said, it's now in 4/4 it's 24 measures. In 3/4 it's 32 measures. The same number of quarter notes, but with fewer notes per bar, you get more bars. So, because it's fast, the song goes by real quickly, and we've looped it. And, oh, who else have we got? Hello, Habdome Raider. Hi, Olive, the dog girl. Hi, Luca Jin fan. Damn, only an octave and a half, hardcore. I know, right? Okay, well, to be fair, some of the instrument sounds sound lower or higher than others. So we can have like a range of pitches, really. But they've all got to share space on the same staff. Hi, Arbalistai Chemist. Arbalistal Chemist. A minor pog? What does that mean? Okay, so this is what we've got. You know what? I think I might put back that one hi-hat that we took away at the end because I kind of liked it, I think. So let's throw that back in there. So we've got percussion, which is basically we've only got 2 percussion sounds. Well, 3 sorta. We've got a bass drum, and we've got a sort of a hi-hat and cowbell on the same instrument. So let's delete those. And then we've got a bass guitar and a regular guitar. We've got some bells and some trumpets. This is truly incredible. Thank you so much. So we've got basically a little less than a half hour before the next player comes up, which is going to be Garby playing a very Super Mario World. So we've got to figure out what else we want to fix up before we're done with our very short little loop. So yeah. Let's see. The last thing I was doing was thinking about changes to the percussion. So let's take another listen thinking about percussion. Okay, so one thing I'm going to do is add another wood block here, and I want to add some more of those double bass drums because I kind of liked them. I wonder if they would go at the very, very end, and then maybe maybe every quarter of the way through the song. So what is that? Like here? And then 16, I think we've already got one. Yep. Oh, so it's at the end of 16, so it should be at the end of bar 8. Is that what I did? Yes, good. So then it would be at the end of bar 24 as well. So let's do that and see how that sounds. Oh, Pog is that face? Okay. This is a bop. Thank you so much. I'm very glad. So the end of 24. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, I like that. So what other sounds do we have? Let's see if there's anything else we want to add. Do we want to add some funny sounds to our song anywhere? Some dogs and cats and stuff? We want to add a meow? Okay, so it's going to probably have to be on an off beat because most of our on beats are full of 3 sounds already, and we can't have more than 3 sounds at a time. Oh, there's a spot. What's that sound like? Add a baby? I don't have to, you just like cats? Nick Bertelli, your heart out? Actually, you know what? Should we have a Yoshi? I like Yoshi. Is that what Yoshi sounds like? Needs more dog barks? That actually works. I might replace the cat with a Yoshi and see what happens. There it is. I think we want that, What note do we want Yoshi on? Right there, I think. Let's see what that sounds like. That wasn't quite the right timing. It's possible that because we changed our tempo, we have to pick the right note for Yoshi to be like fast enough to hit on the right beat. That's better. I don't think it's quite right. I think maybe a little faster. Let's try that. Okay, nice. Love how it just speeds up the sample to change pitch. Yeah, right? Like it doesn't account for different tempos that you could have your song at. It's literally just like different pitches sound like this. Stretch. So that's kind of weird. Like if you were trying to make an actual song out of Yoshi sounds, it would be very hard because you'd want to use different pitches, right? But they'd all go at different speeds, which is weird. Love how the baby is perfectly on beat. Yoshi needs to be higher. Yeah, we had the exact same thought. Like C, yes. Kind of makes a pair of eighth notes or something. Yeah, it does. It's just like a couple of these sounds are longer than the others. Yoshi, the baby, I think the pig. Nope, that one's short too. I think everything else is short, and those are the only two long ones. Both samples go with the percussion. Kind of want Yoshi melody anyway. I feel like it would be really hard to make it sound good. Let's see. Okay, let's take another listen and see if there's anything else we want to add. We've got like an orchestra noise we could use. We could use beeps. Two different kinds of beeps. Low beeps and high beeps. Whatever this is, which I'm not 100% sure. Is that supposed to be like a xylophone or something? Okay, let's listen. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I want to change something about where I've got 3 wood blocks in a row. I think I want to change the pitch of like one of them. I'm not sure which. Okay, yeah, so it was sounding weird to me before, but I think now I've just changed one of them. It sounds a little less weird for some reason. Sounding good is secondary. You kind of want Yoshi melody anyway. Sounding good is secondary. Had no idea that was supposed to be a baby until today. Yeah, it's true. And it's got this little face, which just looks like a regular face, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a baby face. The sample speed-ups are a built-in mechanism for preventing all Yoshi songs. Don't let them win. SMW port when. Um, You're jamming over here? Thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. It's a cool effect. The baby is a cool effect. I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. It's kind of weird. I assume they made this sound digitally. Like did they have samples on the Super Nintendo? I don't think they did. I don't know. Maybe they did. I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I've been challenged now, I'm gonna like save this, save game position 3, and let's clear this and try and make a Yoshi song and see what happens. Oh, Super Nintendo did run off a sample system? Okay, so that could have been a recorded sound for the baby. That's the sample of an actual baby, most likely? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. That's cool. Okay, so we gotta make a melody with Yoshi and see what happens with the weird changes in speed. You know what? It's gonna be hard to make a nice melody with this, but we've been challenged, so... This is not a very melodic sound. Bum, 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 bum. You know what? I don't like this challenge. It's not a good challenge. Yeah, no, this is terrible. Let's go back to our save. What are people saying? I hope Yoshi was sampled from a real dinosaur. Oh, wait, I missed some. Okay, hang on. Scroll up, scroll up. Ode to Joy with Yoshi. That capability existed in 1990. Yeah, you're right. It's just that the samples were like super low res, and due to the nature of cart space, were usually just taken from other synthesizers, that and audio bandwidth and whatnot. Pretty much the same for the Amiga. I think Yoshi is more of a percussion instrument. Challenge abandoned. Please don't percuss the yobby. Go away for 3 seconds and suddenly we're making a Yobi song. Yeah, there was a challenge, but it's not great. This isn't turning out. Yeah, I think you're right that it's a percussion sound. So let's go back to our... Okay, load slot 3. Okay, we're back to our song. That's better. Oh yeah, so the other thing is about when you were playing this on the actual Super Nintendo, because the undo dog only has one layer of undo, if you pressed clear or pressed one of the demo songs and then did literally anything else, that's it. Your whole original song is gone forever. It's very sad. So you have to be really careful with the clear and with the demo songs. So like if we press one of these demo songs down here to see what they sound like, we can't press anything else or we won't be able to undo. But let's see what they sound like. See, that was really good. I really like how they weaved different instruments in and out. They just like switched between, like, there's trumpets, there's guitar, there's beeps, there's the bass gets a bit more trumpets, and then the xylophone or whatever it is. Like, it's real good. That was very well done. Anyway, so if we press undo, yeah, now we're back to our song. So, cool. I'm a bit disappointed. We haven't had a dramatic reading of the SNES mouse manual. We actually have a real SNES mouse. Yeah, Meg and I have a real SNES mouse, but it's in rough shape and somehow still had the manual for it. Are you volunteering, Meg? No, volunteering MBT. Okay, so I do have the SNES mouse manual in front of me. And it says, "Thank you for purchasing the Super NES mouse, the unique mouse-style controller developed for the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. The Super NES mouse provides new gameplay options and precise control when using the Super NES mouse game packs. To use the Super NES mouse, you need the Super Nintendo Entertainment System control deck." That's what they call the console in here, is the control deck. "Any Super NES mouse game pack," that's what they call cartridges, "bearing the official Nintendo seal of quality and the Super NES mouse symbol. The Super NES mouse will not work with the NES control deck." It needs to be a Super NES. Okay. "The mouse can be used on any clean flat surface such as a book or table, but will work best with the mouse pad provided. Hold the mouse with the cord facing away from you and slide the mouse around the pad as shown. During gameplay, a cursor will follow your movements on the TV screen. Do not use the mouse on a dirty or dusty surface such as a floor or carpet, as this may cause the mouse to malfunction." Yeah, it had a little ball in the bottom, and there's instructions for how to take the little ball out and clean it. And there's precautions. Babies can swallow the little ball, so don't let them. Don't use it with game packs that are not meant for it. It won't work. It won't work with personal computers as well. And then there's troubleshooting if it's not working and stuff. But that's kind of boring. And there's a warranty and there's a parts list. And that's pretty much it. So I think that's it for our dramatic reading of the manual. Oh, I've missed a bunch of chats. Let me just go back and see what's up. Hang on. Oops. Okay. "Control decks are serious business. How many mouse games were there apart from Lemmings?" I actually have no idea. Control deck sounds like such a cool term. This sounds like an operating manual for the TARDIS. There were quite a few, according to the wiki page, a lot of them Japan only though. I never knew that Lemmings supported mouse. I didn't know that either, actually. There are some NES homebrew games where you can use the SNES mouse on a NES, I believe, with an adapter. Oh, that's cool. Sim Ant supports it, apparently. Great dramatic reading. Thank you very much. On the Ball supports it. Oh, that makes sense. Which, honestly, I may play SNES Sim Ant on stream one day. Oh, cool. I want to see that, Meg. I loved the PC version of that when I was a kid. I'm assuming Lemmings supported a mouse because it was designed around mouse control. Lemmings 2, the Tribes did. There were definitely a lot of SNES games that should have supported it but didn't. That's fair. Okay, we've only got a couple minutes to decide if there's anything we want to add to our song. So let's take another listen. I don't know, are we satisfied with this? That's a good question. I can call this one done. Love it. Thank you so much. Sounds great. Thank you. Awesome. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for coming to watch and everything. Honestly, I was a little bit nervous about this project because I knew that there were so many limitations in this app. And I didn't know if I could come up with anything that sounded good. I think it was probably the right decision to speed it up and use more notes per bar rather than going with the original 4-quarter notes per bar. because I think that would have been a little dull sounding. Even though we'd have more bars to work with and we could potentially have more varied melody over time, I think it was more important to me to have a more interesting rhythm going at the same time. So that's cool, and I'm very happy it kind of worked out. Um, yeah, I think. Let's see. I'm gonna recap what else is going on for the rest of the day. So after me, right away, Garby the Glittress is gonna play a very Super Mario World. After that, Amethyst Rocks is gonna play Grand Poo World 2. After that, Rubash319 is going to play Super Mario 64 Randomizer. And then at the very end of the day, the Edge Case group, a bunch of us, along with other people who want to, we're going to play Mario Kart 8 on the Switch. So if you have a Switch, you could potentially join in. I'm not sure how many people there's room for in Mario Kart 8, actually. Uh, I think, is it 8 players per race? I'm not really sure. But in any case, I hope we have a whole bunch of people playing that because it's going to be really fun. I'm hoping to play that as well. So I really like Mario Kart. um, yeah, there's going to be ROM games coming up, and it's going to be great. So I think I'm trying to think if there's anything else I should mention before I go. 12 people max in one race? Oh, that's good. That gives more space for non Edge Case members to play as well. Because I'm hoping that we'll get to play with a bunch of people who we don't normally get to play games with. That'll be great fun. Yeah. So, uh, let's take one last listen through our little loop, and then I'm gonna get going and get set up for Garby to play. So here we go. One more listen. Let's go. Nice. Okay, awesome. That was a lot of fun. Okay, so Rom Heck. Love this. Thank you so much for streaming. It was inspiring seeing your creative process and seeing such a cool end product. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Rom game gets the point across and is much less vulgar. Nightbot spreading the good news. This turned out well. Thank you so much. That was really fun, and I'm gonna get going, and we're gonna set up Garby for the next game. I really appreciate everyone being here. Like I said, I was a bit nervous, and I'm so happy there were so many supportive people in chat. It was great. Off I go, and I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.